What's up? Last night I saw just how big the universe actually is in my lucid dream slash astral experience. I'm an astral traveler, so I'm really used to hanging out in the fifth dimension, the fourth dimension, the sixth and the seventh dimension, and higher. And when you're hanging out in these realms, you learn a lot of things. You're in your subconscious mind. You're seeing a lot of the multiverse that the normal person doesn't see. I want to tell you what I learned from getting a glimpse of the full multiverse. Well, let me just tell you, if every person on planet Earth, I'd say the Earth realm, but you guys are probably thinking of Earth as a 3D planet, as one 3D planet. It's not. It's a collection of timelines, it's a collection of frequencies, but we're gonna go with the agreed upon view of what Earth is. When people think of, God, I have to really water this down, and start from the basics. When people think of Earth, they think of one giant rock with a finite amount of people on it, right? You think of Earth? No, fuck no. Fuck no, that is not what Earth is. Earth is not one object. If I want to manifest the next moment, Let's water this down a little bit more. There's two moments that could happen next. A blue car could go by or a red car. You can manifest one or you can manifest the other. There are two potential Earths ahead of us in the next second. Boom, the next second just happened. You know what happened? You went down one timeline. That there are more than one Earth. There's more than one Earth. That means that there are two Earths. Yes, there are two physical Earths in two, actually I have it written on my wall right here. XYZ locations. I have to tell you what Earth is first before I can, because if I just start describing Earth as an object, you're gonna think it's just one solid object like this lighter, but this lighter exists frame by frame next to each other. Frame by frame next to each other in the multiverse. And that's what I was, in the fourth and the fifth dimension. The lighter isn't just one object. The lighter isn't just one frame of time. It's an infinite amount of them. And so what I was trying to tell you is that I saw in the multiverse last night in the astral, what I saw is that, here, let me try to explain it. Picture this is what I was getting at. Picture everybody on Earth. Yes, you can picture the 3D Earth that the Earth, whatever comes to mind when you think of Earth. I just wanted to get that out. Picture Earth, and picture every single person on the planet thinking about a certain reality that they want, their dream reality. They all get the dream job. Picture everybody on Earth, everybody getting the dream job that they want. All those potential realities exist. 8 billion people. The potential, the realities, that's how many multiverses there are. If you want to, because last night, I got a glimpse at how large the universe is and how infinite the universe really is, which inspired me to come on here and share with you. If every person on Earth has the potential to manifest their desired reality, whatever it be, every single person, do you know how many timelines that is? Do you know how many timelines are sitting out there waiting for you to match up with their frequency? Do you know how many, not destinies, that's not the word I'm looking for. Now I'm thinking of the game Destiny. No, do you know how many, desired realities, fantasies, just straight up, you get the girl, you get the job, you get everything you ever wanted, you get the money, you get safety, you get security. 8 billion versions of 8 billion people on the planet. If everybody imagined their desired reality, every single one of those realities exists. And I saw them. I saw everybody getting what they want, and I'm like, this is there for them. This is attunable to them. It's just a frequency that you tune into. But a lot of people, I'm afraid to say, well, I don't want to jinx it, because what you say is what you create, and I lessen the probabilities for you as I talk about it. So, but I'll just tell you the truth, because this is the truth of the matter, the corner of the universe I'm in right now. Based on the collective consciousness, not everybody's going to reach their desired reality. Not everybody, it's just the truth. Not everybody's going to manifest exactly what they want in their reality. It's just the way life goes. Not everybody gets what they want in your world. Some people, not everybody's going to manifest their dream job in this lifetime. Some people won't even wake up to the fact that law of attraction is real. Usually that's because they have no proof, because they've never had an astral experience, or they've never experienced anything magical. My favorite quote, I actually just made this up 10 minutes ago. Those who, what does the quote go? How does it go? I have it written down over here with all my science notes. People who don't know their magic have never seen it. I have. That's how I know my magic. I've seen it. I've seen the future. I've seen angels. I've seen masters. I work with masters. I work with extraterrestrials. I know that they're real. You know, I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. Like, I've worked with Ashtar Command. I've worked with the Galactic Federation. I've worked with Octarians, Pleiadians. Well, first of all, like, so some of you are probably just like, what the fuck is she talking about? I've worked with higher dimensional beings by simply traveling to higher dimensions. Which is what I'm teaching you right now, is how dimensions work. So, I mean, 1 + 1 = 2. Like, you know, it's just that simple. And so I just wanted to tell you, like, if there's enough room in this multiverse for every person on Earth to literally have their desired reality out there somewhere, think of how big every person in the world's imagination is, and there's enough realities for everyone to get what they want. Like, that's how big the multiverse is. That's how big, like everything that you could ever want is on the other side of fear. I know it sounds cheesy, but I really just want to put that there, because the only thing that can stop you is fear of your own power. You fear that you do not have the power to do something, to create your own reality, to reach your desired reality. And all you have to do is tune your own radio, tune your frequency, because you get whatever you're vibrating at. If you're vibrating at 99.5, but you want 100.5, you're going to get 99.5. You got to change whatever's inside you. If somebody comes along and punches you in the face, and they lower your vibration, and now you're at 88.5, it's up to you to go back up to 99.5. I don't know how you're going to do it. You're going to transmute it, you're going to forgive him, you're going to do whatever, but you got to raise your frequency back up. I just wanted to put that out there, but I got a glimpse of how big the multiverse is last night, and I say, imagine all 8 billion people on Earth, but think of the next second of time. Like, think of the different timelines. Now that we know that we can choose different timelines, now that we know that we can choose different futures for our very selves, think about, like, there's not 8 billion people on Earth. Because Earth is not just a 3D object like I was talking about. Earth is a realm of, it's a collection of frequencies. It's a collection of dimensions, and now that we know that there's more than 8 billion people on Earth, considering Earth is not just a single planet, think about, like, 2 timelines of Earth. 8 billion plus 8 billion. What is that? What's 8 plus 8? 16. Wow, good. I get a cookie. Okay, 16. I'm sorry, I just woke up. It's 6 in the morning. I just woke up from all these downloads. I woke up from some crazy... I actually woke up and I just started filming a video because everything was coming to me last night. Like, I woke up first thing in the morning, and and I had to, it's my job. Well, it is my job. It is my mission. And I just woke up and the universe said, you have to put this in a video now. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's 6 in the morning, but time's an illusion. So clearly you don't know that universe. You don't know how early it is. But I do. Anyway, say that there's 8 billion people on this Earth, and there's 8 billion people on the next Earth. Now there's 16 billion people. Each one of those people individually have an image of what their fantasy reality looks like. Each one of those people can manifest it if they want. And all of those timelines exist. Literally any fantasy, any imagination that anybody can ever imagine exists. Those realities exist. That's how big the multiverse is. That's what I got last night. Last night, and what I was in the astral experience I had, I was looking out in space, and I just looked out at how large it is. And I mean, I've seen my parallel timelines myself before. I've seen timelines. I've seen everything. I've seen the 5th dimension. I've seen entire timelines crunched down into inches. The Arcturians showed me that. It was pretty trippy. I saw my whole 22 years of life. Well, I was 21 at the time, I think. And I saw my whole 21 years of life in that big of a time span. Like, they took my entire timeline down and shrunk it into that big of a size. And they're like, this is your life. I'm like, oh, that's how insignificant I am. I knew I was always right. But, it's funny because it's true, but I mean, it's not, because, like, even the smallest, like, spider has significance. Like, which is also funny because I have that written right there underneath my, this thing that I wrote on the wall, XYZ. You know, actually, I will share the story. That was my first manifestation. That's why I put it there. I manifested a spider. I was like a kid, and I just kept thinking about it over and over again. And the reason that it stuck with me and I wrote it on the wall is just like, you can control the XYZ coordinates of anything in your reality, mind over matter. And I realized that by the first spider that I ever manifested when I was a kid. I might have been 14 when I realized that I was manifesting. Before that, I would get downloads and stuff. Don't worry about what I did before that. Doesn't matter. But I just remember that was my first solid manifestation where I just kept thinking over and over and over again about this random spider in my kitchen falling at just this perfect coordinate. I just kept thinking about it over and over again. And I just kept thinking about it falling from the corner, from just this one specific corner in my house. And eventually, that spider showed up and it started falling in that corner. I think I even have it on Snapchat. I remember getting it on camera. I remember being like, holy crap, I was thinking about this, putting it online, and then nobody caring because nobody knew what the law of attraction was. So all my friends were just like, she's weird. I was like, no, I was thinking about this spider falling from this exact coordinate, and then it did. And then it reminded, and then it makes me think like, I can control every life form down to the XYZ coordinate. If I can control a spider to manifest, and that was an accidental manifestation. Accidental manifestations are when you're daydreaming, I like to call them, when you're daydreaming, and then what you're daydreaming pops up into your reality. And that was an accident. My first manifestation. It's kind of like astral projection, when you're like accidentally astral projecting and you just wake up and you're like, oh shit, I'm out of my body. Or you're at night and you're astral traveling and you wake up and you're in the astral at night and you're like, oh shit, I'm in the 5th dimension. Does that happen to just me? Does that happen to anybody else? You're like, oh shit, I'm working with the masters tonight. Alright. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, like, or you just wake up in random corners, pockets of the multiverse, and you don't know why. And this is why I have no friends. I'm just kidding. I have no friends because I'm in a corner of the universe where because I'm in a corner of the universe where that is happening right now. And that's the answer to everything. I do have friends, but I do have a few, but I just... Do I have friends that are on my level? No. Does anybody who's 5th dimension... I feel like people who are 5th dimensional don't have friends for this reason. It's up to our responsibility that if we're really 5D to manifest our friends. It's like the universe saying, okay, you think that you're 5th dimensional. I'm going to take you into this isolation period. You're not going to have any friends. And then once you come out, you're going to realize that you were alone. You're alone on your spiritual awakening, because once you finally actually do awaken, you're going to realize that you can manifest anybody, any place, anytime you want. And you're going to realize, oh, that's why I was alone, because now I can manifest whatever I want. But I needed to take that alone time to manifest and find myself. Because if I don't find myself and look within, I'm not going to realize I can manifest any person, place, or thing that I want. Including friends and places and people. So, like, we need that personal isolation period, which sucks. Because, like, most 5th dimensional people, most light workers, starseeds, we don't have a lot of people on our level. And that's common for this day and age. 2020, not a lot of people are awakened, but there's infinite timelines of Earth. So there actually are infinite timelines where Earth is awakened at this point in time, but you just gotta vibrate with that reality if you want that reality. Yeah, I put the spider up there with XYZ because I realized you can not only manifest any creature at any XYZ coordinate in your reality, but just anything at any... Because it was so specific, and I'm like, okay, so I can manifest a blue car, I can manifest a pizza, I can manifest a job, I can manifest a person to walk up to me, I can manifest the words out of somebody's mouth. If I want to hear a specific set of words, I can manifest that out of somebody's mouth. If one time I wanted the dog to stop barking, and I manifested the dog to stop barking in under 2 seconds. I think it was under a second, too. That's when I had Source inside of me. It's a long story. I literally had the entire 100% like power of God within me. Higher self came through me, and I had the power of instant manifestation. I shit you not. Swear to God. I had the power of instant manifestation. Don't ask how. It's a long story. But I was granted the power of instant manifestation for a few seconds, and there was this really fucking annoying dog named Sparky, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up. So I just thought to myself, shut the fuck up. I just thought to myself, I want this dog to stop barking. And soon as I thought that, I instantly shifted timelines timelessly. Ooh, I'm actually making a video called Timeless Manifestation. So you know what? I might tag that video. I might have that video tagged in this video, or I'll shout out to that. Go watch my video, Timeless Manifestation. It talks about how in the higher dimensions and in the higher frequencies, you can manifest instantly. And as a matter of fact, you are manifesting instantly right now in the third dimension. You're just not seeing it because the third dimension is dense, so it takes time. Fourth dimension, it takes the fourth dimension to reach you. There's a buffer time. Time is a weird word, but I won't get into it. Go on your normal idea of what time is, but it takes time in the normal third dimension to manifest things, usually because of how dense it is down here on this earth plane. I think that's everything. I don't know. I just basically, long story short, last night I got a glimpse of all the infinite timelines and how big the universe really is, and it was just big enough for all of us, which is kind of beautiful. But it's not big enough for everyone's greed. But it also is. So I don't understand. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the universe is literally abundant enough for everyone to have every single thing they want. So why are we fucking sucking the earth dry when we literally... You could even manifest infinite money, but then you couldn't manifest more money than the guy next to you, because the guy next to you would just manifest money too. So I guess you couldn't, like... But then you could. Wait. There are a few people out there who actually know what I'm talking about right now. It's the fact that, like, there's some people that are greedier than others on the planet who want to have more than other people on the planet. But then I realized, like, why don't these people just manifest whatever they want? You know? Why do they use dark magic? Why can't they just manifest themselves to have a perfect life and have all the money and all the shit they want? But that's probably not enough for them, so they fuck themselves over for eternity with dark magic. So sucks to be them. But anyway, a little bit off topic, a little bit on topic. All's in all, the multiverse has whatever you can resonate with. It has a timeline. It has all these timelines waiting for you. It has all these timelines waiting for you. Has all these timelines waiting for you. Every single timeline, that anything that any person on planet Earth can imagine, the universe is waiting to give them that, because now see, it's like, well, what if you imagine, like, a dragon? I know some people are thinking, like, oh, what if I imagine a dragon? You're not gonna get a fucking dragon in your reality the next, moment, because obviously that's not possible in this physical, it's very far from this timeline. There are timelines with dragons. You're probably not going to attract a real one because they are so far back in history they cannot reach this point in history, or they are so far from this timeline, they're in another universe that you're not allowed to. You're probably not going to attract that universe. You know, you're probably not going to jump 6th or 7th dimensions. Like the 6th and 7th dimension, that's when you get into other universes. It's either 6th, 7th, or the 8th. That's when you get into other universes. So if you want to manifest a dragon, you're going to have to jump some pretty big timelines. I'm just letting you know. So let's say that you picture a dragon right now. You're probably just going to see it on TV. You're probably going to see the next closest thing of that stencil outline. Listen to me when I say that stencil outline. That stencil outline of a dragon that you imagine in your head. That little geometric photon arrangement, that picture in your head. That's what you're going to manifest. If you picture a dragon, because that's what you're doing. God, I love the science behind this shit. Fuck, I love science. Fuck, I love science. But, so people, because I can see, like, how a third-dimensional person say, well, I can manifest anything in my head? That doesn't seem right. What if I just picture dragons in the kitchen, you know? You're gonna probably manifest dragons on TV because it's the closest XYZ coordinate that your magnet can pull, that your magnet can manifest. That's the closest geometric, subconscious thing that you can resonate with. So you're setting your frequency to that frequency. But... You know, actually, I can see the timelines, I can see how this works in my head, but I cannot put it into words. I'm sorry, I cannot put it into words. Okay, anyway, long story short, you're gonna get the closest, best thing that you can to the laws of physics in your universe. That is the answer. to the laws of physics in your universe. If there's like some guy walking, if there's some guy with like a toy dragon, like if there's like a toy dragon in a claw machine, you're probably gonna manifest a reality where you see a toy dragon in a claw machine rather than a real one. Like I said, unless you're able to literally manifest a different universe, which you can, but you're probably not skilled enough to be 7th or 8th dimensional. Sorry. Unless you're working with the Octurians like me, and they're giving you that good advice about how to jump timelines and shit. But so never mind. This this video was really just inspired by me because I woke up last night. Last night I saw how big the universe was, and it just made me think like anything that I can imagine. The mind is the only limit. The mind is the only limit. That is literally it. You are infinite formless energy. You can create anything that you want, and the mind is the only limit. That's why I started talking about how many people there are on planet Earth, and how each one has an imagination, how each one can imagine anything. There's 8 billion people that can set their mind. That means that there's 8 billion fantasies out there.